Hello and welcome to another WGT Dingmaster tutorial. In this video, it's all about putting. And we're going to show you a basic setup for a putt that's going to basically cover all putts and what you should do before your putt and before you decide, and how you formulate everything. It's so important to, there's two parameters in putting. One is your angle and one is your speed. What you need to figure out is you need to calculate your angle before you speed. The biggest mistake people make is they fixate on a speed and then try to guess that line for the speed, rather than having a method which you die the ball at the hole, meaning that you get a practice of putting to where you're only going to be about 6 to 8 to 10 inches past the hole every time, whether if you miss or not. This avoids all three putts, and it gets you used to calculating the entire angle. And then once you see the line, then you'll see the speed that you need for the line rather than the other way. Because the main thing is you have to be able to die the ball at the hole, whether if you miss or make. Because if you're going to be 5 feet short or 5 feet long and you don't make it, then it doesn't matter. So the first rule of thumb is guessing what your angle's going to be, and then you'll see the speed that that angle is going to need. And the putter pal on a lot of situations works well, but when it's down speed, or should I say downhill, it's going to calculate a little bit different than uphill. Now this is 21 inches below the hole, and in this situation you would want to add just a little bit more to compensate. Now if this was 21 inches uphill, you wouldn't want to add. That would definitely shoot you way past the hole. But there's a flaw in the putter pal that if the hole is well below your feet, it's going to leave you short if you choose the 50% middle line to get you there, or anything shorter you're going to be short. So in this particular demonstration, we're going to show you that you can see that it's clear that there is some break, and the best players will look at both angles, because when you see the front angle and you see no break and you see break on the back view, it's safe to be able to cut your calculations in half to 50%. If they're both saying the same thing, then you know it's safe to use your same formula that you're used to using. But if you're missing putts, there's a good chance that you're not reading both the views. So what I've noticed is that if one view is showing you one thing and the other view is showing you another, you need to compensate for both, which is compensating for something in the middle. Now, because we're 63 feet away from the hole, you'll see even with the slight break, you're going to need at least a foot, if not more. Now, the more downhill the putt is, the more it's going to want to naturally break. The more uphill it is, the more it's going to want to stay firm and hold its line. And that's just basic with all greens in general. So even though it's barely moving, with it being 21 inches down, almost 2 feet, that this 50%, right on the money, it would come about 4 or 5 feet short. So I'm going to have to compensate for that about right here. You can see that's not a bad lag up from that position. Let's go ahead and try that again. And like I said, the best thing you need to learn as far as making long putts, short putts, is knowing that there is different speeds, different green speeds, and each speed, the higher the speed, the more break you're going to have in the angle. So when you have, as an example, on this back view, you'll see that with it only being, an 8 on the stent meter, if this was a 12 or 13, I would need to have my pointer almost well over to here at a 13 speed. If not, the ball would end up way over here. And the slower the speed, the less the angle. So as you can see, I was still outside that and a little bit short, so we're going to try one more time and see what we can do. I was late. But you can see, even if it's a miss hit, you're always going to be dying the ball at the hole to get out with your par, and you can kiss your bogeys goodbye. Now, this video has already exceeded the time limit, so I'll make another video in the future on advanced putting, but this is just to get people going on the difference between uphill and downhill, what you have to add, what you have to take off, and how to compensate for the break during depending on the different speeds of the green. And I hope this helps a few people. Again, thank you for watching the video, and we look forward to making you more. Have a wonderful day.